Eva Grayzel is a master of interactive storytelling techniques, as you're about to experience, as she tells the apple seed adapted from a work by Peninah Schram. Eva says on her stage, every audience member is a star. My friends, get ready to shine.
I'm not doing this all by myself up here on this big stage, so I am going to invite some of you. How about all you high schoolers? Come on up. Let's get this school to come on up. This is a story about these apple trees. Apple trees. These apple trees lived in a forest full of very big, tall oak trees, and every night the apple trees would look up. And in the darkness, they saw stars dangling on the branches of the oak trees. It wasn't fair. They wanted stars on their branches, just like those oak trees. And every night, they looked up and they made a prayer in sign language. Repeat after me. They said, I want more than anything. To have stars on my branches, just like those oak trees. Every night, these apple trees made this wish. Do you know what? Nothing happened. The seasons passed, and these apple trees began to grow these beautiful blossoms. And birds would come to sit on the apple trees to whistle. And yet, it wasn't enough, because every night they looked up, and in the darkness they saw stars dangling on the branches of the oak trees. It wasn't fair. They wanted stars on their branches, just like those oak trees. And every night they made that wish in sign language. Let's all do it together, everybody. And they said, I want more than anything to have stars on my branches, just like every night they made this wish. Do you know what? Nothing happened. The seasons passed and these apple trees began to grow these beautiful apples of every color of the rainbow. What color are your apples?
Orange.
And yours?
Red.
Green. Blue. Purple.
Big. Yellow.
Yellow. These apple trees were so beautiful that people would come to sit under their trees to talk, play, picnic, and laugh. And yet it wasn't enough, because every night they looked up and they saw stars dangling on the branches of the oak trees. It wasn't fair. So they made their wish in sign language. Let's all do it in sign language, which means we move our hands and our lips, but we don't make a sound. The apple tree said, the heavens above heard their wish. And there was a gentle breeze through the trees. And as the breeze went through the trees, there was a voice. And the voice said, isn't it enough that you have big, juicy apples that people sit under your trees to talk and play? Isn't that enough? And the little apple trees shook their limbs. No! So there was an even greater wind, such a wind that but these branches began to blow and blow. And as the apple trees blew, the apples began to drop from the tree. And as the apples dropped from the trees, they broke in half. And the little apple tree looked inside.
Star.
We have stars.
The apple tree said, we had stars in our branches all along. We just never knew it. And each and every one of you here has a star within you, just like this apple. And if you have lost sight of what you're a star at, all you have to do is do what this apple tree did and change your direction. Instead of cutting your apple from the top to the bottom, slice it through the middle, and you too will rediscover the star that's within you. Thank you. Take it out. Take it out. Thank you, everybody.
An interesting story. I had no possible idea what was going to happen next.
I asked her, did you put us up to this? I said, was this your doing?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I was nervous at first though.
I really enjoyed the moral of it, that we all have something inside of us. That was cool. That was a good story.